Yo, welcome to the Von Rebel Show. Shout out to Habari Entertainment. And today, special guest is Naomi. She is a drag queen entertainer, and we about to get into it. This is something new for this show, and I love it. I want to definitely show love to my community, and I definitely want to tap in and see how you live, and you know, um, all about the drag queen world. You know what I'm
Period.
saying? So, how did you get your name?
Well, I used to watch WWE growing up, and it's a wrestler named Naomi, and I
Okay.
love her. Like, if I was straight, that would be who I would want to marry. So she's my inspiration, and Naomi Campbell, of course.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna look that up
hmm
because I feel like
she's
what,
gorgeous.
was she a black girl or white?
Yes,
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about.
the body.
Okay, that we up. Now can you tell me how did you get into the drag queen world?
Well, when I was younger, I used to watch RuPaul Drag Race with my mom. Well, she was watching it and I peeped it, and then I went to the basement and watched it.
Uh-huh.
I was like, this is cute, but I didn't know what it was. And I got older, and then I was like, this is fun. And my friend was like, let's get in drag for Halloween. I did it. I was like, yeah, it's not for me. But then COVID hit. I got bored, and I was like, we need to like have a like some type of hobby or something. So I started playing in makeup, and I was like, you know what? I think I like it.
And you slaying it too.
Thank you,
You
thank
got
you.
it.
Only 2 years, only 2 years. She's still a baby.
How did you get into like did you watch tutorials for the makeup part or
No,
what?
I literally had a friend who was a Latina. She was teaching me shit, and I was just teaching me stuff.
You can cuss on
She was
here.
teaching me stuff, and like I was just going off that. It did just over experience because honestly, I watched a few tutorials, and I was like, I smoked too much for that.
Yeah. Hey, and it's okay though. It's okay because I've never myself even put makeup on.
Honey,
So I would be like,
I still be like, it's a
yup,
yeah,
yup.
still be moments. There'll be moments.
Now, how did you get into like the entertaining part? Did you have friends that were already in it or
I always performed when I was little. I always did dance, pom, cheer. So I always been like a little dancer. So I used to always be in the club cutting up. And then people was like, you need to be on stage. So my friend gave me an opportunity before COVID hit, and I performed one time, and she was like, this bitch is new. So it was just like one moment and just kept going after that. But COVID really like shut it down. It was in the house on Instagram Live.
how do they like how does the crowd interact with you? Like do
It
you have a
dep-
big crowd or
It depends on the bar, depends with the people, like, at the gay clubs. It's welcoming, but you always got the girls that's like, cute." But then when you
uh-huh.
go to the straight places, like Mill Ave or whatever, oh, they eat you up. They eat you up. Like, I love my community, but when I go to the shows for the straight people, they live for me, so I live for
Hold
them.
on, I didn't even know. See, this is another thing. I didn't even know that straight people had like
Yeah, I get to do some brunches sometime on Mill at Glow. Shout out to
what?
Glow.
Okay, shout out, shout out. You
They're
put
one of the
me on to
first
some stuff.
Yeah, they're one of the first few places that I know that's in, like, a straight area that's, you know put in the work to get some new entertainment out there because say what you want, a drag queen turns the party.
Show do. I love it. I actually just ran into a spot. It's where First Friday be at.
hmm
So it's like a gay spot over there. And I went there and I was like, okay, like they
Yeah,
turn up.
the little clubs are cute here for real, for
Yeah.
sure.
Now, what do you want to see from this side of you? Like what do you want to see? Like are you still trying to figure out like where you want to go with it or
What I want to do with drag, I just want to be an entertainer. I just want to be able to show my talent, and that's performing. I can't sing for shit, so this is my opportunity to live my fantasy that I always wanted as a child. So I just want to find a way to just live my dream because she's not a 9 to 5 girl. She likes to,
yes. Yes.
you know,
Have you hit the balls yet?
I done a few back in Chicago, where I'm from. I was gonna be a part of the scene, but it was a little too much for me, so I stopped. But out here, if you go to Stacy's,
Yeah.
they have little Kiki balls by House of Paragon, I believe that's their name, and they turn it all the time. They just had one last night. It was really cute.
Hey, I gotta go. I gotta go to one.
You
Like
definitely, we should
I gotta
definitely
go
go.
to
We could
one.
go together.
Okay, yeah, we gonna definitely hey, y'all tap into that because if you for anybody that's tapping in that don't know about, the balls, it's
It's a
turned
moment.
up.
It's a
Yes.
moment. You get to feel your oats. You get to feel confident. You get to feel everything that you cannot feel in other places, but you can feel that in the ballroom scene for sure.
When you're okay, so let's tap into that. Like regular just like life outside of, the clubs and things. how do you deal with that? Like, is it upsides,
It
downsides?
is.
What's it
Like
like?
for me, I'm non-binary slash trans, so
Okay.
when people see me in my drag form, like the
Yeah.
guys swear this is me all day, but I'm like, no, I'm literally like a real woman out of drag. I like to be comfortable, chilling, low key.
Yo.
I'm very much the opposite of my drag persona. I like to be in the house, watching my documentaries,
Yes.
chill, mind my business. I'm
Okay.
very that.
So do you feel? But I'm saying like, do you feel like comfortable like when you
Oh
walk
yeah.
the
Oh
street?
yes,
Yeah.
honey. I
So you
can.
always like, I
I
love it.
don't care where I'm at, who around me, what I'm doing.
I love
This is
it.
me. It took me 24 years to get comfortable in my skin, so ain't nobody about to be like, not no random on top of that. It's about to making me feel uncomfortable because I'm feeling pussy.
Yeah. Yup. Okay.
Like, take some steps, honey.
I love it. um. Okay. So let me see. Look. Okay. With your family life,
Hmm.
how's the family life? How was it growing
It's
up? You know.
it was I had a very interesting upbringing for
Yes.
me because from my dad's side, they loved me. They ate me up, they lived for me, they did not care. My mom's side threw the Bible at me in the whole 9 yards. But like it's love now. We're cool. I personally feel like parents just have to learn how to accept you as long as you're trying to accept yourself. It's a journey for both parts. I'm not saying what parents do is right. Let's clear that up. But what I'm saying is sometimes you have to have a little understanding that nobody teaches their parents how to raise kids, let alone a gay child, because growing up back in the day, being gay was so taboo. Now
Facts.
it's not. So
Everybody want to be gay. Even if they not gay, everybody want to
it's
be
such a
gay.
trend now.
It's yeah. It's now. Sometimes you're overplaying it out, y'all.
I really be like, are
Yeah.
you gay?
Oh yeah, and then let's get on. Hey, look. Okay, so there was a situation where I forgot her name. What was it was like she was light skin and curly hair. I cannot remember
Is she
her
an
name.
artist?
No, she transgender and she had put a lot of like men out there from, I think it was like Houston. Like she put a lot of
Oh,
men.
she
So she,
exposed. Oh, I don't
yeah.
do
So
that.
okay, so how do you feel about the exposed
That's
culture?
trash
Trash.
because personally, I was outed.
Oh
So even though I don't care,
yeah.
but I'm saying, what if I did care? And it's just not your place because some people really just don't know how to. It might be simple to you, but to some people, it really is a lot for them to be like, I'm gay, I'm living my truth.
Yeah.
So if you can't deal with that, then just don't talk to them. Whenever I talk to a guy who's DL or down low,
Yeah.
I just say, respect me as a person. Like I'm a female in the streets, treat me correctly. And we don't really matter because that's not my business. It's not my business to tell people your business. Just come at me correctly. Now,
Okay.
however, what I will not do is let you get your tea, get your fantasy,
Yeah.
and then you think you're gonna flip it on me, act like I'm crazy. Then that's when I will pull
Oh,
the tea. No, that's when I
it's
will.
been a lot of that too. It's been a lot of that for y'all that don't understand what we go through. It be
Yeah,
even on this side.
a lot of people really do be exposing y'all because we have to, not because we want to.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that, y'all.
Do
Um,
you have to though? Because I mean, some people just
I only
I don't.
expose.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna get it real fast. Because some people just want to be. Some people are fearful of being
Yes,
who they truly are. And
agreed.
can you be the person to say, I think that you should be ready to do this just because we had a sexual encounter?
Me
I
pers.
think that you should be the
nah,
person to come out to all your other people.
Yes, me
nah.
personally, my first love.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, DL, I guess. Like he knew my family, but I didn't like talk to his people. And we were together for 3 years. You want to know why? Because we had an understanding that even though he was DL to them,
Right.
everywhere else we were free. We could go down
Okay.
the street.
Okay.
Right.
That's all I ask. It's like if you don't want to come out towards your family, I
Right.
get that. But when it comes to these people in the streets, why do you
Definitely.
care?
For
Yeah.
sure.
And I personally don't like to expose guys, but the only time I've ever done that is when they literally played on my name, like
Right.
if I didn't have the receipts.
And it's crazy
Okay.
when people do that, man.
Because I'm from Chicago, and Chicago, it's
Woo!
different. Like
Hold on. Let me give you your own little applause.
that's
I
like
have a lot of Chicago people.
yes,
Okay.
Chicago's different. Like where I'm from, like it's very that. Like sadly in Chicago, the open people only talk to the DL people because our
Mhm.
mindset is built like that to think I need to talk to you because you look like Trey, da 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 da. And I'm grown. Who
Wow.
got time for that? Can you pay my bills? Like, can you take me to dinner? Because I don't even need you to pay my bills, but can you take me to dinner?
Wow. Okay. Okay. I did not know it was like that.
It's different.
Because it's a lot of stigmas with our community
It
as a
really
whole.
is.
So that's
It's
why I was
horrible,
trying
man.
to Yes, there's a
It
lot of
is.
stigmas out there.
It's so
bad.
sad
That's
that
not
people
true.
think. Yeah, it's so sad that people think like that because we're really like, if you really get to know a lot of gay people, you can trust them so much with so much stuff. They will do anything for you.
What do
They're
you what do you think? What do you guys think the root cause of the hate in our community comes?
Because they not happy in God
ignorance.
Do
themselves,
you
and
think
they don't
it's Chris?
understand.
Do you think it's religion? Do you think?
Yes,
I think it's
Yeah.
religion, man.
because I grew up in the church, and my granddaddy done multiple, what do you call them, servants or whatever.
Hmm.
And I knew he was talking about me because he looked directly at me the whole time. And I'm like,
Sermons, right?
sermons. I just said, yeah.
Right.
And my first love, we dated, met at church. Like, you have to understand, like, my life was
Oh.
very interesting. Like,
Mhm.
we met at church. So don't tell me God don't love me because he made me meet my first love
That's
in his
real.
house. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So
That's okay. So that's different. That is interesting.
that's why people cannot knock my faith with God, because I tell
Mhm.
people this. I'm a very
And that's
spiritual
strong.
Christian.
That took strong faith, man. Because most people will be like, "Hey, well, you're this, you're that. God don't like that." And and that's the thing, man. You have to look past them things. If this is what you
Yeah.
believe, fuck them. You know what I
I
mean?
learned a
Fuck
lot
what
with
other people
Christians. I
believe.
learned with a lot of Christians, they love to say what God don't like, so they can use that as an excuse to say what they don't like.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
That's their
Yeah.
faith. Like, I had to learn
Yeah.
that very quickly, that a lot of Christians just say God don't like this because it's their point of view, and that's the problem with a lot of religions.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all really not be practicing your religion. Y'all be practicing your own beliefs,
That's
and that's
real.
the difference.
No facts, because I got Christians on my side of the family too. But the only thing with me is like they tried it, but once they know it's just
Once
that's you,
once
like
it's
whatever.
there, like, you
Yeah.
either can accept it or be mad at nothing,
Yeah.
because you're mad about nothing. Because my lifestyle does not affect anybody. I'm
At
not touching
all.
children. I'm not touching animals. I touch adults, and
Yeah.
it's consensual. So let me live like I let you live.
Exactly. Woo! Applause.
Yeah, don't get me rambling about the Christians about that now. I will ramble.
Well, I wanted what I really wanted to get into is these shows.
Yes.
Now there's a lot of shows, transgender shows. I no, you know what? This is crazy. I watched Pose on FX for like the first time like this year.
Yes. It shook you, huh?
Excellent show.
Watch it.
Me being in the community, I didn't even know the things that when I was watching. I didn't even know that like
it's
that
real.
happened. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
very real. Like, that's one of the
That's
reasons why
crazy.
one of my family members called me. Was like, "Oh my god!" Like, they thought it was still like that, because it's not. Let's be very clear, guys. It's not like that anymore. You can take one pill a day and you'll be okay. Like, it's not like that. But my grandma,
stigma
they
is like-
called me and was like, "Oh my god, like, this is what you're going through." I'm like, it's not that extreme, but I'm happy you saw something that level and realized that, yeah, it could be that way.
And just all around the board, just how people treated people, and just what people were going through. I had recently I told someone this, and they took it kind of far.
Mhm.
Angel, oh man, I was in
Gorgeous.
love with Angel.
And if you like, and Gabby, like who you like, because I had to realize that, because if I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
ever since I decided to transition, when I'm in the club feeling my oats, it can be like in Chicago we call them studs. I don't know what they call them out here, but studs, like the
Oh
butch
yeah,
lip.
so yeah.
They be up on me, and I'll be like, "Girl, listen, who said you do have to be a man? The energy is correct, so I'm interested."
Okay.
Like, but that's because I'm older and I'm realizing that I'm turned on by masculine energy. I don't care about all that. Just be a
Yeah.
man in those ways, and I'm there.
It's and it was crazy. It was just like
She gave 1
Hi-
minute, and you were very sold.
but they were but what it was yeah, she beautiful. And the thing about it was, like, for me to be attracted to her, they felt like how could I put this?
Just
Like
say
I
it.
would, like I shouldn't be. Like I didn't want to be like.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but because I know exactly what you mean. Because when I came out of trans, I was like, "Am I straight? No, I'm still queer,
Okay.
queer as fuck." Because my mind still changes every 2 seconds on what I want sexually.
Okay.
So if you saw a trans woman or a trans man, you like them, don't argue it. You like what you like because they're presenting what it is, a man or a woman. So
and that's what I was trying to get through to
Yes.
that person, but they didn't see it like that. They seen it like, no, that's a guy. And I'm just
No.
like,
Trans means woman or
That's-
man, honey.
yeah, you
I be
can't
trying to
like
tell
that.
people that too. Like, y'all need to understand, once somebody's let you know that they're trans, they're letting you know, call them man or woman if they tell you, unless they tell you otherwise.
Yep.
Because I also had to do it with all of my straight friends, but I love that my straight friends are very correct and they call down very quickly, because that's very annoying.
Definitely be respectful to what people want. You know what I'm saying? Because
But to be fair,
That's
but
them.
like I told like to play devil's advocate,
Yeah.
like I like to do, because I like to see everybody's side. Gotta give people a little breathing room to catch up with everything, because they have known you as this forever.
Uh-huh.
So now they trying to get to know you as this. So we got to take a little time. I be trying
Yeah.
to tell people just give each other a moment to catch up with what you're doing.
Now I watch a lot of YouTube. I'm not.
Me too.
I watch a lot of YouTube. And this was on I think Dr. Phil. He brought some people on and he was trying to explain like gender the
Hmm.
gender male female like other
Stuff that he
things
ain't
or
need to be
whatever.
talking about.
Yeah, and what was going on was the parents didn't want it taught in the schools. And so that was the debate.
And can I say something about that really quickly? To all the parents that are worried about your kids talking about genders and things and taught and things, baby, even if it wasn't being taught to us, we were talking about it. And I'm telling you from personal experience. When y'all was trying to hide everything,
Yeah.
we were talking about it. When I was coming up, honey, we were talking about it. Y'all might not knew about it, but we were talking. I think
Yup.
that's why they're acting like. I think that's why parents act like that because they remember that they were kids back in the day, and kids are really not innocent. Once kids know one thing that they shouldn't know, it's like it's a
Yup.
wrap. So
Yup.
I understand that you want to keep your kids pure, but to what extent? To the point that they ain't gonna have no social skills to know how to talk to somebody that's different when it's time to know how to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely think you need to be telling your kids about that stuff at 8 or whatever. But like once they're in middle school, that's when their minds start thinking about what they like.
Oh yeah, facts. I ain't even gonna cap, man. I feel like see, I don't want to put all that out there, but I was doing things with my Barbies, like playing with the
Oh,
Barbies.
that's what I'm
And,
saying.
you know what
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying?
no, same. Like for me, I used to take my sister
It's-
Barbies, and girl, we're gonna leave the rest to the
yeah,
imagination.
yeah. So
And it was all
it's not.
boys.
It's in your head. You feel me? It's in
You know
your
what you
head for
like, you
sure.
know what you
Yeah.
want. You know, and my issue with it is we love to like. It's only a problem when it's gay, but I can let your son be straight, and he has like all these little girls. And, oh, he gonna be a heartbreaker. Ooh, that's cute. But it wouldn't be cute if your little daughter was doing the same thing. You'd be like, oh, she needs to sit down somewhere. No, your
Yep.
son needs to sit down too.
Yeah.
Because they're a child, right? It's just like if you want the kids to be kids, let them be kids for everything. Don't pick and choose when you want your kid to be a kid. Because I have hella siblings. I'm the oldest of everybody, so
Oh.
I watched everything happen and see how it's different for different age groups. Let people, your kids gonna know what you want to do, and let them do what they want to do. Just teach them right from wrong. That's all you can do.
Let me get that. Okay. I love the conversation. And hey, look, she said she was gonna be nervous and shy.
I am very
She is
nervous.
not nervous and shy.
I'm still nervous right now. I'm just talkative. I'm not gonna lie.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick intermission. We're gonna come back and we're gonna do some more questions.
Period.
What I wanted to
Oh,
you definitely gonna have to yeah, it's supposed to be mixed, that's why.
period.
All right, so we back again. What I want to talk about next is the drag queen entertainment. Can you dab into a little bit about like how you met some of the girls and like is it behind the scenes? Is it like
Yeah.
because you know how like the strip world
Yeah.
is, and is it the same type
Yeah,
of
you
vibe?
gotta like meet your peers, make sure you build some relationship with a couple people. Like before I even got booked, I was going to a lot of shows in full drag just to watch, so
Okay.
they would know that A, I'm a new queen and I'm looking for bookings, and C and B, I'm supporting. You know,
Okay.
because you have to support your girls before they even reach out to help you out. So it's all about supporting the girls and making sure you're doing your part because you just can't come in here and just get a slap on the wrist, like in the hand. It doesn't work like
So you
that.
got to like earn your position.
Yeah, pay your dues, whatever y'all like to use that type of term, you know.
Is there a like head bitch in charge like type of deal or?
It's not like one head bitch in charge, but like it's definitely like a respect thing. Like if you're a certain queen with a certain resume, I automatically have like I have a respect for anybody, but like I like to just name drop one person, like Desiree De Mornay. She's an icon to me. She's a queen. Like I love her.
Like out here? Or?
Yes, out here.
Oh, okay.
First black trans woman to win Miss Phoenix Pride, I believe.
Woo!
So that was major. She's
Okay.
amazing. She's talented. She's gorgeous. Then like somebody like I can name a lot of girls. My girl
Yeah.
Ciara, she's amazing. She came all the way from Cali and got her own show and made it work. And she's always one of the girls who's not even from here, but makes sure they get bookings and get taken care of. So
Wow.
it's nice to see those type of queens. There's a lot of good queens out here that definitely make sure the new girls are getting a rub, because you need a rub. You just can't come up in here by yourself and think that's no. You need somebody who's already in the game, know what they're doing, and learn from them.
Okay. But so during your show, I
Mhm.
know that you do like the dancing and stuff.
Yes.
Is there rehearsals or
No.
is it just you?
No,
at
everything
home?
I do is literally off the top of my dome. Like
Freestyle?
yes,
Oh.
because in the beginning I used to try to rehearse, and I would never do half the stuff I practice in my house. So I was like, you know what? The only time I do anything that's rehearsed, if I would ever have like a backup dancer, because he needs to be together.
Okay.
But by myself, oh no, I'm winging it because I'm trying to get paid. So I'm just like, I'm searching for the
You
money.
don't be scared.
No, okay, like if I'm gonna be very honest, my first drag number, I could promise you now, I felt like my heart was about to fall out my chest. And then soon the music played, I instantly just went into this mode, and I just was like, boom, 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 bah. And it was like, girl, you're new.
Right.
It's like you might need to fix a few things, but that performance is not an issue. Like I love performing, I love entertaining, I love, like I said, I can't sing, so, and I grew up literally loving Beyonce, loving Rihanna, loving all those type of queens, like the girls.
Okay.
Like that's how I know it's gay. I used to look at all these beautiful women like, I don't want to F you. I want to be you. Like,
Okay.
what's happening?
Yes. And I love it. Where did you get your style from?
I want to say just from me, just from over time of dancing and maybe a little bit of Sierra, because I used to watch a lot of Sierra growing up. I love Sierra. Sierra's the girl. She's the GOAT. Give her flowers because ain't nobody dancing like her. She's keeping Michael Jackson proud. Okay.
Inspired by Sierra, she breaking it down.
Like I can't do all what she do. I can't give you a boom, like all of that. But like I just do me. Like I don't try to impersonate nobody. I don't try to look at another person and try to no. When you see Naomi Icon on stage, you're seeing Naomi Icon, me, an original moment.
Okay. Now, what I want to know is there always this unsaid tension between like
You talking about like when the girls are not, when we ain't feeling each other?
Yeah. How do you guys like
drag queens are shady, honey. So let me just say this: even if I don't like you, you would know because we're so nice, nasty anyway. You wouldn't even know because a lot of girls are just nice, nasty. I'm one of them. I'm literally like me, like Sarah, me and my friend Sarah.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't meet us, you wouldn't even think we like each other how we talk to each other because we're so mean. But that's just our banter.
It's like love.
It's shade, but with love. Like drag queens just talk a lot of shit to each other. So you really wouldn't know. You only know if it's a vibe, I guess. But we're all backstage trying to get our money, trying to get paid, trying to do what we need to do. So we really don't let that bother us. We talk to who we like and who we cool with. And even if you don't like somebody, that respect, that sisterhood is still there. You still go over there and make sure you say, hey, how you doing? Even if I don't like you, girl, you need me to clip your thing, I got you because it's a sisterhood. We all trying to do the same stuff in this room. We all trying to be in the same position realistically. And I just feel like, bringing my girls up with me is how the quickest I'm going to get up to where I want to be because God don't like ugly.
I love the unity in it because when
you got
I gotta go back. I gotta go back to Pose on FX because this is where everything kind of more
exactly.
So basically, the girls, some of the crews didn't like each other, but when it came down to protecting each other,
it's family.
Everybody came together
because that's family. You can bicker with people in your community, but like once it's for real, it's for real. And these are my sisters. Like all the people that I've done shows with are like my drag sisters. Even if we don't talk every day, even if we don't hang out every day, I have nothing but love for every queen that's booked me or I've done a show with because those moments are great, Like I just love I cherish every drag moment that I have with my queens out here. I cherish every drag show that I do because I take it serious. I don't just do this to get paid. I like this is a career, I guess you would like to call it for me because I love this. I'm just trying to figure out how to make it a full life thing for me.
You definitely should try to just for like future investments, you should try to do some type of you know what, I'm gonna plug you into
Plug
something
me in.
because for next year's ventures, I'm gonna be trying to own my own business, like my own event space.
Okay.
So maybe we can work something out. You
Definitely.
throw your shows and we could get it cracking
We
for
can
real.
definitely
We
get
could
it
do
cracking. We
something.
can get a
So
crowd, have a
yeah.
moment. I'll do a dip off the stage, maybe a split or two.
Have you be in control of that and we just do something with it because
Vibe.
I see where you're going. I see the vision. I love it. I definitely want you to succeed in that. If I can help you, I definitely
Same,
yeah,
exactly. And I
definitely.
appreciate that so much. See y'all, black supporting black,
Yes.
okay?
You
You
know what?
see,
Hey,
it
this
ain't
is
that hard to do.
it's
It's not
not.
that hard to do.
And you know what? You know what I find in the community sometimes that we need to stop doing this. Like like straight women and
Hmm.
the whatever just everybody basically just needs to stop doing this shit. But it'll be like, oh well, they got they're trying to beat us. They're trying to beat.
I
I'm
would,
like,
I want for my mouth personally, for every cis woman, AFAB woman that's listening to this, as a trans woman, I ain't got nothing but love for you because I am trying. You're not lying. I am trying to emanate.
yeah,
I am trying to be you because
it should be a good like
exactly. But I want y'all to realize that that's a compliment and realize that says a lot. You know what I mean?
it be hate sometimes, and I don't like that. I'll be like, come on, like we can
Like
all get a
it just
really.
it really shouldn't be like. And another thing, we do two different things. We bring two different things to the table. Like I hate when people compare to somebody that they cannot compare to, and that's not even being shady. Like I'm not gonna compare myself to you because we're doing two different things in life. That makes no
Yeah.
sense. It's just like it's oranges and apples here, y'all. You
Yeah.
know, if you're gonna compare yourself to somebody, at least compare to somebody that's doing the same thing as you, so it can at least make a little sense. But you shouldn't even be doing that because it stops you from doing what you need to do. Focus on y'all.
I'm
Focus on
like,
that bread.
we gotta give it up. We gotta give it up to people that's like, being themselves, being true to themselves, and
Shout out to the
hey.
rainbows. Shout out to the aliens. Shout out to the weirdos.
Let's get it. Let's
No
get it.
normies. No normies.
No normies. Look, now I want to know, friend wise,
Yes.
do you have straight men friends
Oh yeah.
to where everyone's comfortable in the
Yes, all of
environment?
my straight guy friends
Yeah, shout
now,
out.
I can
Yeah.
spend a night at their house. I could talk to them about dude situations. My straight friends are real straight men because I
Aw,
was fortunate
okay.
enough to have a father who was in the gang life, who's really about that life, and still be able to say, if a straight man don't like you because you're gay, he either want to A, fuck you, or B, he's mad at you because you're living your truth and he's not. And I heard that at a very young age. So I took that with me every time I had an issue with a straight guy. I always said, what is the problem? Because I'm not doing anything to you.
Yeah.
So all of my straight friends love me. Like I went to Job Corps. That was the first time I learned about straight, like being in a room with nothing but straight. I was so scared because I was about to be in a dorm locked with straight men. My dad was even like, "Do you want to go?" I'm like, "I guess." Scared, but I had nothing to be worried about because those guys straight up come to me and said, "You're gay. That ain't my problem.
Okay.
You cool. I like you. You real nice." Like it was the first time I saw real straight men look at me for me and not look at my sexuality before they looked at me. Because in Chicago, I swear it was too
Wow.
much. Too much.
You,
Like too much.
you tapped on something that like just like hit me. Okay, so Nikita Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Now she was locked up in the men's prison, and
Too
it
much.
was a lot of shit going on, and she was scared. She wanted to be transferred. Eventually, I think she's out now. But
Yeah.
how do you feel about those situations?
I personally feel like because I ain't gonna cap. It's been some stories about trans people messing with cis women or men as well in prison.
Yeah.
I feel like I think LA does this. They have like a prison just because made just for gay people, trans people, whatever, like in that lifestyle or something like that. I don't know if it's still a thing. I heard about it back in the day.
Okay.
Maybe at this point, since being trans and gay and all those things is becoming such a normal thing, how about y'all make a prison for those situations so you don't have to worry about that because it's dangerous to put a trans woman or trans man in a jail with cis people like that because you don't know what their mind is thinking.
Yeah.
And prison is scary. I've never been, but I've heard enough.
Yeah.
to
I
not.
want to go, and I ain't never been.
I'm cool, honey.
Real,
I'm
yes.
good. I'm good.
Yeah, I just definitely wanted to shout that out on the podcast for everyone that didn't know that situation.
It was
And
crazy.
It's still going. It's shit going on out here that needs to change. And
it's been that's been going on a lot lately. Whenever some stuff is not going right with a female, they like to I don't want to say misgender, but like they like to say she's trans. They said the same thing about that lady in Mexico when she wasn't because she had African features, which was weird. I'm like, y'all need to like cut it out.
Hold on. So it was. So
You heard about the thing in Mexico with the girl? She went with her friends and they killed her or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. They said the girl that beat her. They tried to say she was trans because she has like strong features and she wasn't.
So they trying to put it off on.
I was like, come on now, we didn't do that. We ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I see what they trying to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, they was running with that.
they was running with it like it was nonstop. And shout out to my girl though, because she's getting her justice because they arrested that thing.
Yeah,
that was a lot.
That's good news. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Me
that
either.
fast.
I thought they were gonna just like pin it on the rug. All I need her to do is to start snitching so those friends can,
Yeah, that's real.
Because I saw the video.
She probably going to.
Cat.
I couldn't even watch it. It was pretty fucked up.
That whole situation made me uncomfortable because it's like you really like gotta really think twice about who your friends is. Like to find out she paid for all that stuff for you. Like I saw right through it.
This is a setup.
That's why I try to make sure my friends, we don't have any type of I don't try to make sure my friends we have no type of like we don't like each other because we got this many followers or any of those things. I want you to be my friends. I genuinely like you. I don't care what somebody else said about you. I have to like you. Because in this generation, a lot of people only be friends with you because it makes them look good. It makes them better. It opens doors for them. Look what her. She was the hot thing in their group. The rest of them were like leeching off her from what it says. And they couldn't take it. And they did some real crazy stuff. I don't got time for that. Like,
yeah, that's messed up.
Watch your surroundings, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, for real. It's not that hard to notice when people are being snaky. Because they're not genuine about nothing that you're doing.
Oh, 30? Okay. Okay, I got you. Yeah, now we're going to continue. I just want to make sure that everything's good. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right. So you bringing up some really good points. This is what I like. I like the conversation rolling. I love all this talk. And I'm very, very excited. Let me just pause the interview. I'm very, very excited to have you on here because you know what? I've been trying to search. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Period.
And when I got out here, I still honestly I'm still a loner. I'm just a popular loner, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Everybody know me, but nobody really know me type shit. So
likewise.
Yeah. So like I always tell my my boo, I'm like, man, like I want to have more friends that I'm like
you just relate to.
Yeah, I relate to more. Like I want to have more stud friends. I want, you know what I'm saying? I want to have
no shade. Things. Download Bumble. I'm not even getting paid for them, but download Bumble. You'll meet some people that cool as hell.
Not nobody trying to fuck on me.
No. Bumble, no. On Bumble, no. On Bumble, you can put it as like I'm looking just for friends. It'll only show you people that are just trying to be friends.
You know.
I know. Because that's the problem. If you want to talk about gay people real quick, let's talk about it. We don't know how to be friends without trying to be friends in extraness. Like I'm like. My 2 close best friends, people sworn we done something. We're like, girl, that's like my brother, honey. Like, just because we're close does not mean anything. Like, wish my community would know how to just be friends with ourselves and leave it at that because we're just super horny people.
Oh my gosh.
No shade. No shade.
This is why I don't have any friends. That's all I'm saying.
Shade.
Like, shit.
Messy. But a good
general,
mess.
That it's not just with the gay community. It's
you're right.
Oh, yeah, if he thought he's out there too.
No, you're true. You're right. You're very true.
But it be heavy in our community though. I ain't gonna cap. It seems like over.
It's over. It's OD in our community. Like I'm talking about like, and then they like to say, oh, it's because we're in a small community. Nah, like just say no. Yeah. You know what I mean? People that I'm like, I would, but I know you mess around with my best friend, so I'm cool because I don't get down like that.
You just know everybody that I'm like, God damn, who don't you know? Like, you know this person.
It's given experience, and that's the nice way to put it.
Yep. Hey, did you see? Do you watch American Horror Story?
I watched The Coven. I heard about the new season that it's like very gay and like all of that, but I ain't even go cap. I'm cool off the dying stuff. It's enough depth in for reals because it's so hard for me to watch anything with dying now because there's so much going on. I feel like that's why because we just keep feeding that energy. Because I'll just be going on my phone. I'll be like another mass shooting. Oh my god, another one.
But it happens so much that you're just
so numb. Like it's nothing. But it's sad that it's to that point that I'm like, oh. Like when when that stuff happened to Takeoff, I literally was like, wait, what? I thought that was like an error. I thought it was like an error or something on Instagram. I was like, what are y'all talking about? Takeoff?
Because usually it'd be like some artists that's just coming up and you're like, sad.
It wasn't even just that. It's just like for me, Takeoff was just such a low-key person. He minded his business and just stayed out of the way. So when I saw that, I was just like, you can still get caught in some mess even when you're doing the right steps to not be in no mess. Like it's just, I'm in a house. I'm in the house, y'all.
Hey, Black community, we gotta get our shit together, man. I'm tired of seeing this shit.
We do. We need to stop.
Tired of
Like,
it.
come on now.
It's just getting to the point.
Y'all don't
of
see nobody else out here
just-
doing all of this. Like, that's just the reality. I really hate saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
But realistically, ain't no other races out here just chopping each other up like how we do. It's crazy. And I'm not even talking about
So-
killing. I'm talking about even when we make a little success, we knock somebody down. We can't be happy for nobody. It's always just something. I'm just like, just be great. Be happy. Like that's literally why you don't have any blessings, because you're being worried about the next blessings that other people are getting.
That's what I'm saying, man. I just want us to all work together, and that's why I wanted to. That's why I wanted to say, like this is we need more coming together like this. You feel me?
Mhm.
I think, and I'm gonna shout this out. You feel me? Because I can. And I gotta stand on it. It's to the point of like, it's so many like gay artists and like
Shout out to
even-
Saucy.
yeah, and Saucy doing it. Saucy, first off,
Saucy's that girl.
now that she got me going, yeah, Saucy is.
I know we supposed to love Lil
definitely-
Nas, but
You don't like Lil Nas?
no, I love him.
okay.
But Saucy's the real MVP, because that's the gay that we need to be beating in people's faces, because that's what they don't want to see. They really want to see my girl Lil Nas, but I'm saying Saucy is the queer,
shaking that ass.
black, thick, like
Yeah.
everything that you don't want somebody to be. He is, and I love that, because he's like, I saw an interview he did, and he was like, "Honey, I'm a rapper. I'm not a gay rapper." I said, "Thank you, thank you," because y'all love to say he a gay rapper. No, he's a rapper.
Yes,
He be writing some of y'all girls' music too.
City girls, all that turn up.
Penning.
What are your crushes?
I don't got no crushes.
Like, you don't have any celebrity crushes?
No, because
Yes, you do.
I could be so. Besides
Aw.
Naomi, the wrestler, because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cap. That is like, I've never cared for a woman in my life, but I saw that woman. I said, "That's it. Like, that's a woman for me." And it's
I
because
gotta
she
see.
literally just looks. She's dark skinned as fuck,
Uh-huh.
and I love that. She's built like a brick house, like muscled, and the body's banging. She's sweet. She loves my community. But other than that, like, I don't really like nobody. Like, I don't be looking at celebrities like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. I think I'm just past that. Like, I can't actually get to see it and touch it and get my jush.
Yeah.
What am I fantasizing? Now, I got a couple people on Twitter that I'm living for, but I don't know their name.
Now, I know that it's been a lot of coming out lately in the media, like football players, August Alsina. Well, actually, they said that was his brother, so I don't know if.
Yeah,
I feel like
I saw
nah.
what he knew what he was doing with that.
Yeah.
With his baiting self.
Mhm.
He's bisexual. He's living.
Yeah. I know that. I'm just like, everyone's like, that's his brother. I'm like,
No.
they might be his brother, but I see right through it. Like,
His brother real pretty. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
That brother's a very pretty boy. So
never seen his
I
brother
ain't getting a
ever.
homie. I ain't getting a homie.
Yup, facts.
I ain't getting a homie.
And then there was a football player that he's a college football player, came out and damn, what do you know about that? The college football player that came out,
I
or the
did
high
not hear
school?
that.
No, I think it was high school. Okay,
That's
yeah.
good. That's actually
And
really
more
brave.
more people are coming out
Because,
that's all.
honey, if y'all would know,
Yep.
those gym rooms are something. I'm just saying.
Whoa, hold on. Hey, no, when I was growing up, like going into
I try to avoid those places.
I try to do, because I know I'm just like,
I was like, ain't nobody about to know my tea. Ain't nobody about to know my secret, honey. I was up, like, you understand, I was in school saying that I was bisexual, knowing damn well she was a full queen. But I was just saying I was bi because it was like less of an argument.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, I can see that, whatever. But honey, I was avoiding those locker rooms. I wouldn't let a guy grab me, nothing. Don't touch me. Don't do it. Because I didn't want nobody to be all in my business like that. Like,
oh, okay. So you
when I've been low key since life, like since birth, I've been a low key person. I just don't like people all up in my jush. I think it's because people like to be in your business so much.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute to be like, no.
Like, hold on now.
Like, why do you need to know? Like,
yeah. And you know what? That's the thing. Like, I always want to know how is like school. How is school nowadays? Because it's like, which restroom are you allowed to do that now? Or
I don't even
I'm
know.
not sure.
That's a really good question because I really don't know. I don't even talk to my siblings about school. Because
yeah, like I want to know how is school changed with the whole,
I'm pretty sure they
culture?
have a unisexual bathroom by now. Wait,
yeah, okay.
they should
I can
definitely
see-
at least in the main office or something. Like,
I can see that. Or like even like with the gym locker rooms, like how has it changed?
Because like, no, that's serious. Because my shout out to my little sister, she came up to me on Thanksgiving, was like, I want to book you for my friend's birthday. Her friend's like trans, and I was like, in high school. twerk.
What?
Because, honey, I would never ever have the balls. I would have been there hiding. So I would literally want to know how does that work to go to school in today's society like that? Because they barely want you to live your truth now. So
Yeah, that's what I want to know too. Like, how is it? Because I know me growing up, going through school, like it was taboo as hell. Like if somebody
honey,
found out you was gay, oh
I swear, you remember that when you used to be
yeah,
called gay, it was like
it was
the end of
bad.
the world. I feel like now they would just be like, okay, cool. But when
Yeah.
I was coming up saying you're gay, oh honey,
It'd be bad for you.
honey, you better run home.
And it was like only one in the school too that'd be like,
Only
oh, he
one that was
gay.
out. Cause let me
Yup.
tell you something. The one that's out know all the tea. All the tea.
Yup,
Cause once
yup.
I came out, my friend came up to me and let me know all of them. She's like, let me tell you about A, B, C, and D. I was like, girl.
Oh shit.
Like,
Okay.
the reason why I had to move out here was because I was going to this school in Chicago. And back in my day, I was a fighter. And I was talking to this dude who was very DL. And we weren't texting on the phone. We were doing like the old school letter shit. Like when you would write a letter and pass it.
Yeah.
We did the letters, exchanged to meet up after school. We thought we threw away the paper and it was fine. No. Somebody found it, and then it was this whole big deal. And instead of him just like, yeah, it's true. You know what he tried to do? He tried to corner me in a like small area and try to like punch me in the face.
Oh.
It was like, you're lying on me. Da, 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 da.
Oh.
And that's why we say we expose when we need to. You don't have to, but when stuff like that, because your life is in danger, or I don't even go say life in danger, but people are playing with your life, play with theirs. Because
that's foul though.
the proof was right there, and his friends were like, yeah, he could be lying. I'm like, I wrote 2 notes. Like, I wrote those notes back and forth. And then, like, they chased me to my friend's house. It was a whole big deal. Then my dad had to come. And then when my dad came, it got real. Like,
dad don't play around.
Let me tell you something. My dad wanted all girls in the first place.
Yeah.
So when he found out I was gay or whatever, he was like, I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
He was like, he's like, I'm not tripping. I saw the writing on the wall. He was playing with Barbie. My dad named everything that I was doing.
Wow.
So he was basically preparing himself. He was like, you were playing with Barbie dolls. You never want to hang out with boys. You only hanged out with your sisters. This, that. He was naming everything that parents should notice before they get that.
Wow.
And he probably was more cool because I got outed, like I told you. Like, my neighbor outed me to him. So maybe that was another reason why he was being cool about it. But he was very, like, cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
My dad took me to my first gay pride.
For real?
Yes. My dad took me to my first gay pride and when I was like 15. And then like the next year I went by myself with my friends. I was wearing like this really gay ass rainbow outfit. And then people were like, who's your dad? Da, da, da. My dad took a picture with me and we posted on Facebook. Like my dad in it. That's why I think that's the main reason why I'm not like insecure about what I do, because the main person that was supposed to be my biggest struggle was not. So I'm cool. Random people, I don't care. My dad, because you got to say, my dad is like a gang banger.
I want to meet your dad now.
AKA Buck.
That's
like,
dope.
if you would see my dad, he might be this little 5'3" Puerto Rican dude, but like he's a buff 5'3" Puerto Rican dude. He has this like scary aura about him. But I was like, honey, let me tell you my secret. And he was like, cool.
Wow, that is awesome. I'm gonna give it up for him. That's awesome.
Let's give it up.
Let's
give it up to the pops.
A lot of parents don't be understanding that shit. Like
they don't wait.
Time.
Yeah, it takes years. Years. Like me and my mom, it took till I was an adult.
Wow. Are you mending that though?
Oh yeah, me and my mom are mad cool. I'm always talking to her. Like, I'm saying, like now, I call my mom and talk about anything. That's why I try to tell people, if your parents were kind of crappy to you as a child, teenager, depending on what they did, let me clarify that. Depending on what they did, if you can get past it, because you get one mama, you get one daddy, and they are really ready to like get to know you, give them the opportunity. Because when I gave my mom the opportunity to get to know me, she came to my drag show. She tit the shit out of me. She was drinking. She don't even do that. She had a good time. She's like, I'm just so happy that you're living your truth. This is what you want to do. Sometimes you just gotta do you so much so your parents can't, run from it. And they will support you so hard once they are there. Because I get the support, so I'm good on this end for that.
Thanks.
45.
Oh, good. All right. So I wanna before we have to wrap it up and stuff. I want to give you an opportunity to tell them how can they support you. When you do shows or where you what I'm saying, something to get more.
First, you
support.
could just follow me on IG at Naomi _icon. To support me, just come to my shows. If you ever see me posting them, tip your local girls. Because if you don't tip them, they can't look great and can't get on Drag Race or Dragula or whatever they want to do. Tip your girls. Just like literally support me just by coming out to my shows. You know, if you need somebody for a birthday, a wedding, or whatever, she does them all besides funerals. Okay, and she will be there ready to buck and twirl. Like, you know, just support me, hit me up and see what you need. You need somebody for backup dancers, let me know. You need a photographer, hit me up. I might know somebody. You know, just hit a girl up.
I'm gonna get you some business too. I swear I will.
Do it,
And
honey.
and one more thing before I wrap it up. What's the favorite song that you walk to?
What
or
I'm known
listen
to?
Yeah.
Well,
What's your favorite song?
the song that I'm known, my favorite song to perform is for right now is America We Got a Problem by Beyonce. That's my favorite song to perform because it makes me feel like a bad bitch.
Okay.
But what I'm known for, like if somebody tell me to specific song, it's Wild Sides by Normani.
Okay.
I'm considered, even though Normani's not that big, I'm considered like the Normani impersonator because I do a lot of her music and I give a good Normani impersonation, I guess. So people like, you're like Normani. Like my friend called me Normani on accident on stage and I just walked out and like, what's up?
When's your next show? I'm trying to pop up.
My next show will be on December 11th at Boycott. It's a lesbian bar.
Okay.
It's Sunday and starts at 4:00.
Oh, good.
Yes.
4 o'clock.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a Sunday fun day type of thing. It's like a trivia. It's Harry Potter trivia game night for that night. You're gonna get to do like a game thing. You get, if you know about Harry Potter, if you win some money, some free drinks, or whatever. And then you just get some performances throughout the game. So it's be cute. That's my next show. But you know, I literally my bookings be all over the place. So
I'm gonna pop out to that and support.
yes.
But shout out to you. Thank you for coming on.
Thank
the
you for
show.
having me.
And shout out Habari Entertainment for making this possible.
Period.
I got you.